Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera semua. Okay, we continue revision session for Trial Kedah Paper 2, Section B and Section C. Okay, look at question number 9. Section B, you just answer one question. Normally, the number 9 is from Form 4 syllabus, number 10 from Form 5. Look at number 9. Diagram 9.1 shows two convex lenses, M and N, which are used by Ahmad to build astronomical telescope. Power of lens of M is 2.5 diopter. For lens N 10 diopter. So I hope you understand what is the meaning of power of lens. Power equals to reciprocal of focal length, 1/f millimeter. So means you can calculate the focal length for lens M and focal length of lens N from this value of power. A1. What is the meaning of power of lens? So you can use the formula just now. The reciprocal of focal length of the lens. Okay, so this is the definition for power of lens. Explain how power of lens can be estimated. Estimation in the lab. 4 marks. Okay. So in this case, we use a convex lens. Method is estimation. Means we cannot get accurate value, just estimation. Okay. For this type of question, you can also draw diagram. For example, you have a screen and then put a lens on the lens holder. Place it near to the window. Means light will come through, pass through the window. Light from distant object yang jauh, light coming from the sun, it pass through the window, so you can see the image form on the screen. Okay, so what you do, you adjust the screen until you get a sharp image. The image that you can see normally is image of the window. If we have something like ring here, so you can see the image of the window here. Okay, so when you get a sharp image, measure distance between screen and center of lens. So this distance, we call it focal length of the lens. Okay, because when light coming from the distant object, it will be converged to focal point. Means the screen represent the focal point position. That's why the distance here, we call it focal length. So the meaning of sharp image, if we refer to the value produced by different person or different student, you will get different answer. Because maybe your friend have maybe a slight difference in distance for the focal length because of the sharp image. Depends on the view of the person. Okay, so now this one 4 marks, so you can just write down in point form. Okay, so you can explain the method that you use. Place a convex lens near to the window second, adjust position of the screen until a sharp image is formed. The light from distant object will be converged to the screen. The position of the screen is the position of focal point. Okay, so the last step is measure the distance between the screen and the lens and record as focal length. Okay, so 4 points at least, 4 points. So this one is one sample of answer. How you can measure or estimate the focal length of the lens. Okay, B. Diagram 9.2 shows one arrangement of lenses used by Ahmad to construct simple astronomical telescope. You can see we have lens M and lens N. You are asked to investigate the arrangement and characteristic of lenses used by Ahmad in constructing the simple astronomical telescope. So in order to answer this question, you must know the properties of lenses for telescope. Okay. Normally for this one, we just look at the number of E here. So you can see more number of E than O. Okay. So in this case, PO is less than PE. It means power of objective lens is smaller than power of eyepiece. Okay. Relationship between power and focal length is inversely proportional. So means focal length of objective is longer than focal length of eyepiece. So this is for telescope. Okay. Now we look at the table PQRS. Which one is the most suitable? Okay. First, focal length of objective compared to focal length of eyepiece. So we know that for telescope, FO more than FE. Okay. So I will accept FO more than FE. So I will remove this one, FE more than FO. Okay, now the magnification must be more than 1. So we want to produce larger size of image. Okay, so magnification must be larger. So I will accept this one. I will remove the one which is smaller. Now the distance between objective lens and eyepiece. So the distance must be equals to total of FO and FE. Okay, the separation distance D for telescope under normal adjustment is FO plus FE. So ini satu lagi properties untuk teleskop yang you kena tahu. So I will accept the one which is FO plus FE. The rest I will remove. Okay, diameter of course must be large to receive more light so that the image is brighter. So I will choose bigger, remove the one which is smaller. So which one has the most ticks? So from here you can see P has the most ticks, so we choose P. Okay, you choose first before you answer, before you write the answer. Okay, so now you are going to describe a characteristic for P only. P only. Okay, so what you do, you can write in table form for this type of question. Write in table form, explain about P. Okay, I will write here the answer. This is part C. Part C, write in table form. Advisable to write in table form. Okay, sebab kalau you buat table, you akan nampak jawapan you dengan lebih jelas. There's no repetition. Dia tak mahu ada repetition. Don't write very lengthy essay. But then very small, very low marks you get. So you write in table form, you can see your answer clearly. Okay. So characteristic. And then reason. Okay. So the first characteristic is about focal length of the objective. FO is longer than FE. Okay, FO is longer than FE. Ataupun ditulis macam ni. FO more than FE. Okay, reason to produce real inverted and smaller image. Because this one actually we refer to the objective lens. Okay, second point. The second characteristic about the magnification. Magnification. Okay, more than 1. More than 1 means to produce larger image. Okay, the third one, separation distance. Distance between lenses is FO plus FE. Okay. Okay, to produce sharp image under normal adjustment. So you boleh adjust sampai you dapat sharp image. Okay. Lagi kita ada lagi semua ada 5 poin karakteristik dia. Ni yang ketiga. Yang keempat, diameter, larger diameter of lens. Okay. To capture more light boleh banyak, lebih banyak light boleh masuk dan dia hasilkan lebih and produce brighter image. Okay, so from here the conclusion B is chosen. Apa reason utility? You write again on the left side. Okay, the characteristic of the lens on the left side, which is FO. Okay, because FO more than FE. Okay, M more than 1. Okay, B equals to FO plus FE. Okay, and large or larger diameter. Okay, so you dah dapat semua complete. Nampak sini So no need to find new characteristic, just explain what given in the table. Okay, hanya gunakan maklumat dalam table saja untuk jawab soalan ini. Okay. Okay, next part D. An object placed at distance 20 cm from convex lens. So ini ialah object distance U. Focal length 10 cm. F, determine power P. Okay, image distance. Okay, power P kita dah discuss tadi ialah 1 over F. Okay, F is 10 cm, you convert to meter because definition actually power equals to 1 over F in meter. Then only you get the unit for power diopter. Okay, so 10 centimeter you convert to meter 0.1, so it becomes 10 diopter. Okay, power of lens. Okay, unit must be correct. Image distance means you need to find V. You have U. Use lens equation 1 over F equals to 1 over U plus 1 over V. So from here 1 over F, F is 10 just now, U is 20, find V. Okay, so 1 over V equals to 1 over 10 minus 1 over 20. So you have 20 divided by 2, so you have 1 over 20. Thus you get V equals to 20 cm. Okay, so linear magnification of the image form M equals to V divided by U. So 20 divided by 20, so you get 1. Means the object form is same size, sorry, the image is same size as the object. Okay, as you can see from here, okay, U20, okay, F10 means U equals to 2F. Okay, if you remember the arrangement, okay, for the length, size of object, U less than F, U equals to F, U between F and 2F, U equals to 2F, U more than 2F, U at infinity. Okay, okay, if you remember this one, boom, Rimris, wait. So U equals to 2F, you must get real inverted same size. So U equals to V. Magnification 1 meaning same size. Okay. Okay, number 10. Diagram shows a rheostat. Topic electricity. What is the function of rheostat? Okay, so when we use a rheostat in a circuit, rheostat is used to adjust current. For example, Ohm's law experiment, you use rheostat to get 5 different values of current. Okay, so rheostat is used to control or to adjust current in an electric circuit. Okay, to control, okay, or to adjust current in an electric circuit. Okay. State one factor which affects the changes in resistance. So for rheostat, when you connect the wire, normally you will connect here. This one represent terminal C, represent the slider, this part. Okay, and then this one you can see coil of wire. Okay, so when you connect, you need to connect to terminal B and terminal C so that it functions as variable resistor. Okay, so means if you slide the slider, you are changing the length of the wire connected. Okay, length, number of turns, different number of turns means different length of conductor. Okay, so B, what is the answer means? Length of wire. Okay, wire yang berbeza, resistor berbeza lah. Kalau ingat formula dia, R equals to rho L over A. R dengan L directly proportional. Okay, explain working principle in a rheostat. 3 marks. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, you connect to terminal B and C. Okay, in order the rheostat to function as variable resistor. Okay, supaya you boleh ubah dia punya panjang ataupun number of turns of coil, you kena sambung ke terminal B and C. Okay, first, the current flows from B to C through slider. Move the slider to change the length of wire. or number of turns. Okay, resistance is directly proportional to length of wire. Sense in its the longer the wire, the smaller current flow. So you boleh adjust length of wire using slider, means you can control current flow in the wave step. Okay, remarks. Part D, diagram shows electric kettle used to boil water using heating element. Table 4 shows specification of 4 wires of same diameter that can be used as heating element. Remember the properties of heating element. For kettle, it requires heat to boil water. So means heating element must be able to produce more heat. So how to produce more heat? By more work done. Work done to overcome resistance. Thus, the higher the resistance of the heating element, the more the heat is produced. Okay, so now we want to choose between G, K, L, M. Okay, the first one is density. Density of the heating element, as you know, heating element use is very long. Okay, so the higher density will cause the total mass of kettle become larger. Thus, we use smaller density. So I will choose the two smaller, and then I will remove the other two. Okay, so I will choose this one, 5,000 and 2,500, and then I remove this one. Okay, melting point must be high because to withstand high temperature. Okay, so melting point is higher, so I will choose the two which is higher. So I will remove the one which is smaller. Oxidation rate means, okay, if oxidation rate is if higher, it easily corrode or rust. So we don't want it to rust, we want it to last longer. So I will choose the one which is low. Okay, and then resistivity must be high. Okay, so R equals rho L over E. Okay, so higher resistivity, I will choose 2 which is higher. Okay, okay, let's choose the Pilih yang ketiga lah, yang last ni kita remove. Because as you can see, J and K actually is already out. Okay, so we choose between L and M. L and M. So you look at the value. Okay, you can see for L, this one actually high, but the other properties already out. So I will choose also this one. And then I remove this one. So the most thick if I look here, I can choose L. Okay, now we look at again overall between L and M, which one is the most suitable. Okay, so 3.5 and 2.3 is quite close, the value. Okay. Okay, in terms of density, L is heavier, 2 times heavier than M. Melting point is quite the same, both high. Oxidation rate low. Resistivity just a slight difference, 3.5, 2.3. Okay, so if we look for this one, I think the most suitable, we choose the one which is lighter. So I need to remove this one. Okay, so I choose this one. Yeah, so means we need to consider again, if ada type tu, you kena lihat lagi sekali. Okay, maksudnya you dah reduce dia punya choice sampai small range, jadi senang nak pilih. Kita accept juga lah yang ni sebab dia yang mana lebih baik, okay, antara L dengan M. Okay, so jawab soalan gunakan table seperti biasa. Draw table. Characteristic. And then reason. Okay, first one is about density of an heating element is smaller, thus the capital is lighter, easy to carry. Okay, second is about melting point. Higher melting point means it does not melt easily. If suddenly the temperature increase very high, so it does not melt. Okay, low rate of oxidation. Okay, means not easily rust or corrode, ataupun dia cakap last longer, tahan lama, tak tukar selalu. Okay. And then the last one is the resistivity. High resistivity Reason dia boleh tulis high resistance ataupun more heat produced. Okay. Jadi apa yang you pilih tadi? Boleh sambung lah M is chosen. Reason, tulis semula yang left side. Tulis sini. Okay. So ini adalah cara untuk tulis bagi soalan section B. Okay, ada soalan calculation part E. 3 identical bulbs, 6 volt, 18 watt connected as shown in diagram. Calculate resistance of one bulb, total resistance in the circuit, and total energy dissipated by bulb in 2 minutes. Okay. How to calculate resistance? Look at the level. 6 volt, 18 watt. Power rating. 6 volt, 18 watt. So this level we call it power rating. All electrical devices, okay, using have this level. Okay, so from here this is B, this is P. So you want to calculate for resistance using the formula P equals to V squared over R. Yes, R equals to V squared over P. So 6 squared over 18. Okay, 36 divided by 18, 2 ohm. Okay, so that one resistance for one part. Total resistance in the circuit, all these are identical, meaning they have same resistance. Identical. Same out. Just how calculate already, 2 ohm. So 2 ohm, 2 ohm, 2 ohm. They are connected to the same point, they are parallel connection. So to calculate using formula of parallel connection. 1 over parallel, right? 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2. So it becomes 3 over 2 plus R parallel equals to 2 over 3. Don't leave your answer in fraction. Continue to calculate 0.667 ohm. That one is effective resistance. Normally, final answer try to write 3 significant figures. If in standard form, 2 decimal. Okay, total energy dissipated by bulbs in 2 minutes. So E equals to, if you have value of current, you can calculate using I squared RT. But now we don't have, so V squared over RT. So can. Okay. Ataupun PT. Sebab power dah diberikan pun boleh. So power 18, 2 minutes kena convert to second. Because energy joule kena tukar unit SI. So you akan dapat 6480 joule. So this is the amount of energy dissipated jumlah tenaga yang dilesapkan dalam masa 2 minit. Jadi kena tukar ke second. Dia punya time taken. That one for section B. Now we look at section C. Also 20 marks, compulsory to answer this one. Diagram 11.1, 11.2 show magnets being pushed with the same speed into wire coil which have same diameter. Both are connected to galvanometer. Okay. Soalan. So you nampak perbezaan gambar ni Ini magnet kecil, ini magnet besar. Okay, diffraction dia, ini kecil, ini besar. Okay, jadi perbezaan dua tu boleh nampak factor that affect here is strength of magnetic field. Okay, ada dua variable yang you nampak sini. Satu ialah strength of magnet. Second ialah current. Current represent by deflection of pointer. Okay, so ada dua benda yang discuss dalam ini. Ini tajuk induction sebab tak ada power supply. What is the meaning of electromagnetic induction? Okay, you can write the production of current or induced voltage production of electric current by changing in magnetic field atau magnetic flux. Okay. Ataupun cutting pun boleh, cutting of magnetic flux. Kalau sebut flux tu maksudnya field lines lah. Garis-garis gaya, garis-garis medan, like that lah, field lines. Garis medan ni. Okay. Okay, using diagram, compare number of magnets. Okay, you highlight dulu mana yang you compare. Number of magnets, rate of cutting, angle of deflection. Okay. Ini tiga nota. Okay, tuliskan yang pertama, compare. Okay, tengok balik diagram dia. Okay, 10.2 nampak larger. So maksudnya dia gunakan lebih ya. Okay, lebih banyak magnet. Ada explain atas tak? Kalau macam ni gambar tak clear mungkin dia gunakan more number of magnet ataupun size of magnet is bigger. Sama je ya. Okay, so first part ya. Number of magnets in 11.2 is more, okay, than in 11.1. As for me, I prefer you all to write complete like this. Second, the rate of cutting. Larger magnet ataupun more number of magnet means more flux line. Okay. The rate of cutting of magnetic flux in 11.2 is more, is larger than in 11.9. Okay. The angle of deflection in 11.2 is larger than in 11.9. Okay. Jadi kalau you start dengan 11.2 yang first ni, seterusnya pun ikut sebab nanti relate, dia takkan salah Okay, relate between number of magnets and rate of cutting. So, nampak number of magnet more, rate of cutting larger, angle larger. So kita relate tulis the larger the number of magnets, the higher the rate cutting of magnetic flux. Okay. Tulis macam ni jangan tulis directly proportional dan sebagainya Tulis macam ni, macam ni tulis hypothesis. The larger the number of magnet, the higher the rate of cutting of magnetic flux. Density of magnetic flux and magnitude of induced current. Ini density is rate, rate of cutting. Soalan dah salah Ini kadar pemotongan flux, maksudnya the rate of cutting and magnitude of current. Okay. The higher the rate of cutting of magnetic flux, the larger the current flux. I hope you can understand my writing. Sebab saya guna drawing board, sometimes the writing tulisan. So dapat 5 markah untuk bahagian ni. Okay, figure 11.3 shows structure of DC generator. Ini generator, you can see there's no power supply. Okay, DC generator. Because here is commutator. Okay, soalan. Explain working principle of DC generator. When the coil is rotated in clockwise direction, nampak you all boleh tulis apa yang berlaku. Okay, so this is the permanent magnet. This is coil ABCD. So you can first explain about when the coil is rotated clockwise direction, the coil will cut the magnetic flux of the permanent magnet and produce current flow in the coil. The current flow in the coil will flow in external circuit and produce deflection of galvanometer. When the coil is continued to rotate in a clockwise direction, direction in the coil will be reversed every half cycle. Okay, maksudnya dia punya ABCD akan jadi BCDA lah. Okay, when reversed every half cycle, but direction of current in the coil remains in the same direction. Thus the pointer deflect to the same direction. Okay, so the current that produced for this one is direct current. That's why they call it DC generator. Okay, so I hope you can try to write it yourself. This one the principle of the DC generator. Okay, diagram shows a dynamo, bicycle dynamo. Dynamo connected to an electric bulb, and it is found that bulb is dim. Dim tu malap kan, tak terang, tak cerah. Using physics knowledge, explain modification to increase brightness. Itu purpose dia. If you want to increase brightness, means you need to produce current. Okay, so that the more electrical energy produced that cause the bulb to light up at higher brightness. Okay, so for the dynamo just now, what are the properties that you need to modify? You can look at the structure. First, you can see from here, permanent magnet. So to produce more current, you must use stronger magnet. Okay, and then to produce more cutting, the coil of wire, more turns, more number of turns. And then the coil ni mungkin boleh buat ni, okay, made of material low resistance because it can produce lighter current also. And then another one, wire is thicker. Ini semua properties yang berkaitan dengan resistance lah, resistance. Okay, ini knob. This knob will cause rotation of magnet. So if the rotation is faster, the speed is faster, this one also will produce larger current. So use larger diameter of knob. Okay, so how many we have already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have the 5 modification. The same thing you can write in table form for this question. Tulis dalam table form. Soalan section C, you boleh tulis aspect ataupun suggestion ataupun modification also kan. What is your suggestion? Then the explanation. I still use the table method so that I can see my answer clearly. Okay, I have 5 modifications to be made. You can put more than 5 if you want. First, we discuss about the magnet. So use stronger magnet. Ataupun you mention use more number of magnets, use larger size of magnet also can. So explanation so that more flux lines being cut. Maksudnya lebih banyak dipotong, lebih banyak current, larger current produce. Okay. Second point, more number of turns is used. Of coil of area, increase the rate of cutting of magnetic box. Okay. The wire is made by low resistance material. Okay, to produce larger induced current. Okay. Jangan repeat apa yang soalan lagi ya. Jangan tulis explanation dia sebagai increase brightness of bulb. Dia tak boleh repeat apa yang diberikan, dia tak ada nafkah. Okay, jangan tulis reason dia increase brightness of bulb. Itu dah dinyatakan dalam soalan, tak boleh repeat sini. So, jangan guna reason yang dah diberikan. Okay, for use larger diameter wire. Okay, so you boleh tulis low resistance. Okay. And then last one. Kalau you ada lebih daripada 5, you boleh tulis. No problem lah. Tapi kalau you confident 5 tu dah cukup, tak ada repetition, so you boleh gunakan. Okay, number 5 ni kita boleh letak diameter of knob is larger. Increase the speed. Okay. Of okay. So increase the speed also will increase the induced current produced in the dynamo. Okay. So you have 5 suggestion or modification and with explanation, complete writing of the sentence. So you will get full mark and marks. Okay. So for section B and C, I have discussed for Try Kedah 2021. If you have questions, you can comment in the chat. I will answer it later. Okay, so that's all my session tonight. Thank you for watching. Bye.